Hi everyone, this is Tracy from We Craft at Home, and today I would like to show you how to make a Christmas lantern. I'd like to do quite a big size one, and I do like nativity, so I'm going to show with a nativity scene in it. Obviously you can make any scene you like. So I'm going to start off with a square, and then I'm going to go to the ones down the bottom, and there, although it's sideways, it's kind of a top of an arch, and I want that one. And then what we also want is this star here. I think it looks more like a Christmas star myself. Oh, what did I do? Press the wrong button. I was trying to put the shapes away. Okay, so if we first do this, now I want quite a big lantern. We don't want one of those tiny ones, do we? First of all, we're going to turn the arch the right way. So that's 90-degree angle you want that at. And then if we put it together, and then grab them both and make sure they're centrally aligned down the middle, like that, and then weld. And we have them together. But I want to make sure we've got it at the size we want it. So I want it 10 inches high, and about, if we want to get two on, we want about 5.5 inches wide. So we'll untick the aspect ratio. So the width we want is about 5.5. And then the height is 10. And there we go. Quite a nice size lantern. And we'll get two on to be able to cut two at a time. Now the star. I want to make a couple of changes to it. So I wanted to show you how to do it, just so that you was aware you can. I want these top points longer. So to bring the nodes up, what you have to do is click on it, wait a minute, and then click again. Don't double click, because that won't bring it up. If I show you, if you double click straight away, it just comes straight back off again. So click, wait, click. No, there we go. I thought it wasn't going to work then. So all I want to do is bring that one straight down. If you hold the shift key, it's meant to keep it the right way. Not the right way, on a straight line, sorry. Right, let's see what that looks like. I'm going to come out a little bit. This is the percentage here. So I'm just going down in percentage so it'll come out a little bit. That's a little bit better. I think maybe these two on the side need a tiny bit more too. Not as much as the top and bottom, but just a little bit. There we go. So yeah, I'm happier with that size. So display, zoom to match size. Now what we need to do is make a frame of this. So you click on it, you go to offset, and what we're going to do, we want about, I think 40, 0.40. We want it inward, round, because we have a rounded edge there, and leave as it is because we still want the original one there. Click OK, and then take them both and remove overlap. I don't know why it's called remove overlap. What it means is take out the middle. It's easier to say punch out. That's the way I see it. So it's punching out the middle. So there's nothing there now. Now what I want to do is just to give it that added Christmassy feel. I want a star on the top of the arch. So we're going to make sure it's centered. Oh, I've done a pretty good job there. Didn't move too much. And weld. And there we go. We've got a nice star on the top of each arch. You can do it differently if you like. I really like that. So we need 4 of these. So we're going to layer, duplicate. That makes 2. Grab them both. Layer, duplicate, and there's our 4. Oh, what did I do there? There we go. Oh, we don't need this anymore, so I don't know why I've left that there. We can get rid of that. Okay, so we're going to work with these one at a time. Now what I've done, I've downloaded some files that I know I can use. And I know I can pass on to you. So we'll start off with let's do the nativity. Just a little bit smaller. Okay, so there we go. Grab them both and weld them together. Oh, I forgot to do that. Apologies. Just make sure it's not a group. Yes, it's group. If we just, I'm going to see if remove overlap will work, because then no, it won't. Okay, what we need to do with this is, so I'm going to move this out the way a minute. Sounds like it needs ungrouping. And then we'll send this to the back. Because that's the bit we want to keep. And then we will grab it all and remove overlap. And then hopefully, there we go. Right, so if you didn't see that, I'll tell you what, let me go over it again. I'll undo. It might have been a bit confusing because I did go through a few things. So, let me just go over this again for you. So sometimes when you have a piece that's got lots of inner pieces, when you try and remove the overlap, it will just weld it all together instead. And that could be because it's grouped. So first of all, you need to ungroup it. And then, as always, you need to make sure that the main picture that you want to keep is in the background and everything you want to punch out is laying on top. So the main picture you send to the back. And then you just grab it all and remove overlap. Now, I don't know if you saw that, but the line's got darker, which means it's done. So click off, take your main piece, because that's the bit that matters, and then you can delete the rest of the bits that have stayed behind, because that's the bits we've just punched out. And then we'll grab our frame again, and this time it won't weld together, so hopefully you'll see what I mean. I'm just making sure that these points, the 3 of them, are touching, just so that they can all mould to the frame and stick together. So if we do that bit, you can see now we can see the picture. I'm not sure if we should put another couple of stars just to connect this one to that one. But if I'm being honest, we're going to be using vellum on these anyway, so you could stick it straight to the vellum if you don't want anything else on there. So then the next one, we've got our nativity scene. Oh, the shepherds. So we've got our little shepherds there. They can be a little bit bigger. They've got the star at the top. So again, you just put them there and weld. That's better, isn't it? Okay, so that's 2 down. What else did I get? I got the 3 wise men. I think that's the one I wanted. I preferred this one. There was a couple, but I think I liked this one. Although it's very simple, it's the other one, they were very close together. What I'm going to do, so that you can see the full head, I'm just going to bring this one forward a bit so it goes into the... I'll show you what I mean. This, I'm just going to bring it into the frame. There we go. And now it's in the frame. And we don't have to lose so much of the camel. Actually, let's just bring them both down a little bit more, just to be sure. Display, zoom to matte size. Click off the nodes. Okay, so pick both and weld. There we go. So you've got your 3 wise men, the shepherds and the stable, and on here we're just going to do a sentiment. Now I already got it ready rather than taking so long on showing you how to do it. But I didn't stick the words in because I thought you might want to see how I do that. So I have so I've got the P in, I've got that in the star and the E in. And then we want this. And we're going to do that fairly big because we want it seen. And then we've got joy. And what I'm going to do, there we go, it's joined there and there. And then we're going to just put that at, I think joy needs to be a bit bigger actually. That's stretching it join at. Like that. Now you could have Christmas time, but I liked it just Christmas, to be honest. I don't really want it any smaller. There we go. I think I've got it all in there. Let's have a look. We'll weld it and we'll see. Oh dear. As you can see, we had the same problem. Okay, so a way around this is to divide. So you're separating the pieces. While they're still all highlighted, remove overlap. And then it should work. Okay, click off. There we go. I can see it's already got darker. That's it. Okay, so do the same thing. Divide. Let's try this one. Divide. Remove overlap. And there we go. Right, with that I know that's the only bit that had. Christmas. Okay, so we know it's that one. And that one. And that one. And there. And there. There. And there. Okay, that one. And that one. Okay, I'll go back to this one. It had trouble for some reason. Got to divide it first. Yeah. Right, so there's something wrong with the nodes on this. Okay guys, sorry, I had to stop a minute. I had a little problem with my word, joy. I don't know what it was. I spent ages on it and then I just decided to do the word again and it's worked absolutely fine first time. So I don't know what happened there. But anyway, it now should all weld nicely. There we go. So that's our sentiment. There's our shepherds, our 3 wise men, and the nativity scene. Now what you could do is add a couple more stars if you feel that there's not enough on there. You've got a choice of stars here and you can just even a couple of them ones maybe, Let's have a look. Did it come out? Yeah. Just, you know, just to fill the space up a little bit, if that's what you want to do. I don't think that needs it, but you know, a couple of these dotted around a bit like that, or maybe snowflakes. I don't know. I personally like it as it is. Now we've got our 4 panels. What we're going to do now, for the vellum, we just need the outline, and I should have saved the inner. That's what I was saving the inner for. Right, let's think. Let's just do another quick one. Sorry about this, guys. Keep the inner, and then you're just going to make it a tiny bit bigger with the inset. So if we go, this one we want to angle it at 90. Make sure it's centered. Oh, meant to weld it then. And then if we just grab one of these, we know we want it. This isn't the normal way to do it. I just forgot to save the so that should be about right. And then what we want to do, because we don't need it the exact size, because we want it inside the frame, but so that it covers. There we go. That should do it, shouldn't it? Yep. Just go up a little bit there. There we go. Okay, now we need 4 of them. So they're the vellum covers. You need that 4 times. Now, to stick it all together, what I want to do is do 4 rectangles. I'll show you what I mean. And I want to stick them on the inside because it will give it a bit more weight, and it will also give it, make it more sturdy, sorry, is what I'm trying to say. So, if we want, yeah, don't do that. I'm going to do, oh no. Yeah, let's do an inch high. Width even. I reckon about 7 inches high, because we don't want it on the bend. Okay, so we can go maybe another one. Seven and a half. And then we'll do a fold down the middle, and we can do 4 of them. So, path tool from the top, hold shift, come down, double click, and change it to a dashed line. And then hold both and make sure you've got it in the middle. and then we will group him. So we want 4 of them to stick the corners together. I personally think that will be more sturdy. If we extend these, then they can have legs. So if you don't stick it, you stick it with a little bit out. So let's go, if we go to 8, and then you can have a little bit out each end, and that way it can be standing up and not sort of straight down on the floor. If you like it straight down onto the side, then don't extend your legs. So you need to cut all them out in your chosen colour. I think black personally, maybe like a dull silver, like a shimmer silver or something like that, a matte one, not shiny. And 4 pieces of vellum in that size, and then we will go to the craft table and put it together. Okay, so I'll see you over there.
Hi, so I'm over here at the craft desk. I've done 3 of the parts and put it together, just so that you could see, but I left one to put together so you could see how it goes together. So it's the shepherd I've got left. Now that's the right way round, so I'm going to turn it on its back and then put the glue on, and I'm just going to go around the edge of the black because I know I want it bang on the edge. I don't want there to be gapping, so and then I'm just going to stick some glue to make sure these will stick down nicely. I don't want them getting tatty because they're not stuck down. You don't really have to glue every part, but the parts where you think it might get tatty is where I would do it. Okay. And then you're just going to lay the vellum over the top like this. Doesn't have to be symmetrical because no one's going to see it. There we go. And then because we're going to put it there, so it's that side. Make sure you put it on the right side. I've put one on each side like that, so I know I need it on. Okay, so that bit needs to be stuck down. Now I've done it so that there are legs, just tiny little ones. Can't think again now. Yeah. Okay. And that needs to go, and you got to get it right. See, look, I'm trying to do that. What I was doing, I've been using the other pieces to make sure that all the legs are the same size by putting this up to there and then matching the leg. Because it's very hard to get it the exact size, but that's how I've been doing it. And that seems to have worked. So that's the side bit on. Just make sure it goes on straight. I had to take one of them back off because it didn't stick straight for some reason. Now it does go over, I don't know if you can just see through there. It is a little bit thicker than the actual frame, but I don't think it will show too much, so I'm not too worried. And then that one's got to go there with that one there. Okay, so if I do this one first, and what we're going to do is just make sure it is directly over the other one, as straight as the other one, so that we know that the lantern will stand straight. So now, oh, that wasn't a very good job, Trace. I just unstuck it all. Too impatient. Obviously you would take a lot more time making sure each part is dry. And then we just need to do that one. Okay, so that is the base of the lantern. So you can see. Now, it's up to you if you go any further. You could put a top in. You'd need a 10-inch square with little bits each side to stick it down, but the trouble with that is you will see where you've stuck it down unless you just stick it to the corners we've put in. If you're going to do that as well, I would put some kind of design in it so that the light can come through the top, and then cover it in vellum. If it was me, I don't want to, because I'm a bit worried about seeing it through the vellum. I wonder. Maybe just join the stars together. No, I like it like that. Okay, and then you go to town on the decoration. And of course we go to town because it's Christmas. You have to go to town. So glitter, gems, whatever you want to put on there, I would go to town and do a lot, because it should. And the gems will help the light as well. It will sparkle more if you've got gems on, and glitter obviously. So gem up the stars, put gems all over the vellum so they look like stars. Anything you like. What I'll do when I've finished mine, I will give you a photo of it. One of them's coming unstuck, sorry, I didn't take my time with that one. Oh, it's the last one I've done, that's why. Yeah, so yeah, just go to town, and I'll show you a picture of mine. I'll put it on the blog post so that you can see what I've done. And obviously, as always, I'll put the files on the website. Just you need the password, which comes in every email. Okay, so I hope you enjoy that, and I will see you again next week. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.